Hello, I'm Covey Jones. I'm the big game coordinator, and I'm here to present the season dates, boundaries, and rule amendments for the 2020 hunting season. First, looking at our general deer season dates, no big changes here. Same season length. The only addition is on the very bottom of the slide, you'll notice that the late season limited entry muzzleloader hunt now is on all general season units instead of just select units. Looking at our 2020 general season dates for elk, no changes here. Now on to changes, and the way we'll do this is we'll go through changes by unit first, or by region, excuse me. Then we'll go through it by species. So the unit, the species, and then what the changes are for that species. So with the southern region and buck deer, we're recommending a new extended archery units on the Pine Valley, New Harmony, and Southwest Desert Cedar Valley. And we're also recommending a handgun, archery, muzzleloader, shotgun hunt on the Kaparowitz with the dates listed there. Southern region continued. Desert bighorn sheep, recommending a boundary change on the Pine Valley unit. Recommending to split this into two units, the Pine Valley Beaver Dam and the Pine Valley Virgin River. And the reason we're doing this is to help direct hunting pressure and hopefully be able to provide more opportunity. For pronghorn, recommending a new muzzleloader hunt on the Panguitch Lake, Zion North, and on the Pine Valley. And for Rocky Mountain bighorn sheep, recommending to create a new hunt on the Fillmore Oak Creek. Recently we flew this unit and we realized that the population was larger than we had thought. And so splitting this out and having a new hunt will allow us to manage that in accordance to the statewide management plan. Onto the southeastern region, for buck deer, recommending a new extended archery unit on the 9 Mile Green River Valley, and recommending a new handgun archery muzzleloader shotgun hunt, the Book Cliffs Floyd Canyon with the dates there. The handgun archery muzzleloader shotgun hunts are all limited entry, regardless of whether they occur on a limited entry unit or a general season unit. Southeastern region continued with desert bighorn sheep, recommending a boundary change on the San Juan to the San Juan Lockhart and the San Juan South. And this is to accommodate two new units in the San Juan North and San Juan River. So whereas previously that was just two units, it'll now be 4. In the northern region, starting with bull elk, recommending some boundary changes on the cache unit, recommending to remove the Clarkston Mountains from the cache north limited entry unit and remove a small portion of the cache south limited entry unit, a small portion in an area around Hiram. The reason for these changes is to accommodate some depredation issues. And these are areas where, even though they are limited entry, they don't have a lot of elk in and around those areas. Recommending a boundary change to the Any Bull units to add the Clarkston Mountains and add that small portion of the cache south. In the northern region, bull elk continued, recommending a boundary change for the extended archery to add the contiguous public land on the northeast portion of the Wasatch unit and new extended archery unit in the west cache. This was previously deer only, and now recommending it to be elk as well. In the northern region, recommendations continued for buck deer. We're recommending some boundary changes to the extended archery units. One is to add land to the west cache, and this is to address some depredation concerns in the area and provide hunters the opportunity to remove those animals. And also recommending to add the contiguous public land on the northeast portion of the Wasatch Front unit. This boundary used to be the ridge line, and we can add some land up there that goes over the ridge line, and with the current use of Onyx and other tools, hunters will be able to maintain hunting within the unit. Also, we're recommending to discontinue the cache Laketown Extended Archery unit. We no longer have the need in that area to reduce that population. And recommending a new handgun archery muzzleloader shotgun hunt on the Morgan South Ridge in an area where our buck-doe ratios are well above objective, and we have the ability to provide this opportunity to sportsmen. Northern region continued. Mountain goats. The Willard mountain goat population is quite a ways below the objective, and so at this time we're recommending to discontinue the Ogden Willard Peak nanny hunt. And it is our turn for the Box Elder Pilot Mountain, Rocky Mountain Bighorn, and so we're recommending to bring that hunt back. We share that hunt with Nevada. In the northeastern region, recommendations there, starting with bison. There's a boundary change on 2 Book Cliffs hunts to remove the roadless portion and have roadless specific hunts, and a date change on the Book Cliffs hunt. And these date changes, they accommodate or prevent weapon type overlap and conflict. We're also recommending some new hunts for Book Cliffs bison, Book Cliffs archery only, and Book Cliffs Little Creek roadless cow only. And this is to address harvesting the right bison in the right areas and also to prevent weapon type overlap. In the northeastern region, recommendations for Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep, recommending new hunts on the North Slope. This used to, previously this was 1 unit, and we're recommending to split it into North Slope 3 Corners Bear Top and North Slope West Daggett. This is in an effort to direct hunters to areas where we have sheep and hopefully be able to provide more opportunity where we can manage where harvest is happening. In the central region for buck deer, recommending a boundary change to the extended archery unit. Makes a more enforceable boundary. The boundary we had there before was hard to enforce, and this one will be better. For Rocky Mountain Bighorn sheep, we're recommending new hunts on the Wasatch Mountains and Central Mountains. And this is, before this was 1 big unit between the Nebo and the Wasatch sheep populations. And now we're recommending to split those back out as they're both doing better and have enough sheep to provide a hunt and split hunters up there. Just a second to look at the key dates, starting with the big game draw application that'll open there at the end of January through the 1st of March. And then the next bullet point, you'll notice that that's extended just a bit if you only want to buy a preference point. Once again, results will always be posted at least by May 29th. And as a reminder to everybody, there is a legal season for buying and selling antlers, heads, or horns in Utah, and that is from February 1st to July 31st. Some key dates continued. You'll see the general season hunt extensions for those hunters who have qualifying disabilities. On to rule amendments. First, in accordance with the new CWD plan, or chronic wasting disease appendix to the mule deer plan, we're recommending to simplify some regulations, so new and simplified. The new regulation is that the division may require mandatory chronic wasting disease sampling on certain units or specific hunts. And then the simplification is that before you couldn't import a mule deer carcass from an area, a county level or wildlife management unit level where CWD was found. And now, if the state that you're importing the carcass from is positive for CWD, you cannot import that whole carcass. Only wrapped meat or the skull plate or the taxidermied mount. And you can see the rule for the specifics on that. Another rule change that we have, recommending to bring our rule in accordance with state parks rules, simplify things, and provide more hunter opportunity, it's mostly a philosophical change. Before, it was stated in state parks rule that all state parks were closed to hunting unless otherwise stated. And now this change is that all state parks are open to hunting unless otherwise specified. And with that, those are the recommendations for the 2020 hunt season structure, as well as the rule amendments. And thank you. You can get the agenda for the meeting in the link below in the About section of this video.
That's good. I needed a cough.
All right.